And we are live, I think. About 10 minutes late, but we are live nonetheless. I do apologise for being late tonight. I did say I was going to be live for 7 p.m., but I've literally just got home and I had to eat my dinner very, very quickly. So, yeah, I do apologise about that. But yeah, we have 12 people in here right now. Let me know if you can see me and hear me well enough. And let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, so first question, or not question, first comment is from Gary Cook. Hello, buddy. How are you? Yes, Gary, I'm very well, mate. How are you? Johnny, greetings all. Hello to you. Tafun, hello, George. Hello, Tafun. Wilson Adam says, good Union Jack, GB. Yes. It's, Sex Pistols. Jiri, hi George, hi everyone. Hello Jiri, how you doing, mate? Have you made good use of your giveaway prize yet? I hope you've been using the cordless ratchet. And how do you like it as well, by the way? Of course, Andy, hello. Hello to you. Gary Cook, all good, loud and clear. Good stuff. Okay, so we'll see if we have a few more people filter through, and then we'll kind of get onto the meat and bones of this live stream. I like to do these, one of these every month or so. It's just a good time to update you guys with any changes to the channel, and it's good to just have a little catch up with you all. It's a nice sort of hour and a half, just have a nice little chat and see how everyone is, and hopefully get some good suggestions for future videos. Sigmund, hello George, hello Sigmund. Nick, evening George, may need to drop off if the mixed grill arrives. No worries, Nick. Hope you enjoy your mixed grill. BMW 530i 2007, good, not good. Nad here. We will get on to like BMW questions. We'll do like a little Q&A probably in the second half of the live stream. So if you do want to ask questions, you can do so in a little bit. That ratchet is a game changer. AF will thank you for years. No worries, Jiri. You're honestly welcome. You're one of the biggest supporters of the channel, so it honestly couldn't have went to a better person. And we have our first donation of the night. It's from Gary Cook. He sends £5 in a super sticker. Gary, much appreciated, sir. Honestly, cannot thank you enough. You are a regular supporter of the channel, so thank you very much, Gary. Blue Terror, you should make a Beatles remix as you look like one. Yeah, that's funny you say that, actually. I used to have my hair kind of like over my ears, and I probably look like a Beatle even more so. A lot of people say I look like the ex-professional boxer Carl Froch now, though. I get that an awful lot. Nadir, like I said, we'll move on to the BMW questions later on. If you do want to ask questions like that, just stay tuned. Gary, you're welcome. Thank you. Richard, how's it going? Hope you well. Giri, Gary, kick it off. Yeah. Hi George, great channel. Any tips on a dodgy passenger seat sensor on an E90? Yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer questions like that. But like I said, if we just sort of leave the Q&A for the second half of the live stream. I know you guys are probably dying to ask questions and things like that, but if we just sort of leave that for the later part of the live stream. I want to ask you guys some questions first, actually. What do you guys think of the BMW 760 Li, the V12 BMW project? I don't know if I done a live stream since I bought it or not. Let me actually check when I uploaded the first video. Was it over a month ago now? Because I'd done the last live stream a month ago today. So let's see when I got it on the channel. First video was up. Oh yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, 18th of February I uploaded the last video, and I've uploaded about 3 videos before the last live stream. And in total I've uploaded about 10 now. So yeah, what do you guys think about the BMW 760 Li? Yusuf says, hi George, I got a 1 Series, so BMW questions at the end. Yeah, that's right, Yusuf. You can ask as many questions as you like in the second part of the live stream. Savage Garage, James, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Danny Nash says, love the 7. Good stuff. Danny, what do you love about it? Do you like the E65, E66 in general, or do you like it because of the engine? Nadir, thanks for your good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. I think it's great. What would be your next project? To be honest, I really haven't thought that far yet because, we have 3 cars at the moment that all require some form of constant work. I mean, the E60 is pretty sorted, to be honest. There's not really anything that needs doing on the E60. The 130i needs a hell of a lot of work, and the 760 Li, that needs a hell of a lot of work. So yeah, really have no plans to get another project. I'd need to get rid of a car first because I can't. 3 cars is more than enough to juggle. So yeah, I'd have to get another. I'd have to get rid of one of them. I'm kind of getting lost in this comment now. Sweet mate, look forward to get your help and advice. No worries. I love it because my dad's got the V8. Good stuff. Is he got the pre-LCI or the LCI? Do you know, pre-facelift or facelift? That's one thing I'd really love to do to it is facelift it. I do plan on doing it as well at some point if there's the demand for the videos. It's not a cheap upgrade. You literally have to change front and rear bumpers, front and rear lights, so headlights and tail lights, the tailgate, the bonnet, front wings, and yeah, that's about it. Maybe a bit of wiring. Hello from Romania. Best content. It's from Christy. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. It's kind of cool, but I like the 1 Series stuff because I have one. Stephen, you'll be pleased to know there is plenty more 1 Series stuff on the way. I've got a lot of content planned for the 130i. There's so much I want to do to that car. Like I said, I have no plans on selling it anytime soon. That car is only going to go up in value, and it's such a fun car. So yeah, I'm gonna be fully restoring that car. Honestly, anything that needs doing, it'll get done eventually. It comes down to time and money at the end of the day, but everything will get done. James Richards, I like the Sex Pistols poster in the background. Yeah, it's a legendary poster. What can I say? Chewy says 760 is pure beauty from every point of view. I agree. It is a nice car, but I think the pre-LCI is not the best looking. If I'm being honest, I'm just being completely honest. I think the LCI looks much better, which is why I want to do the LCI conversion on it. William, have you fixed the airbag light on the E66? Not yet, no, but I do plan on doing it soon. I'm pretty sure it's a very minor issue. So I'm going to kind of try and focus on the big jobs first, get the engine, running sweet, do a full service and everything. Obviously, we've already done the transmission and the differential. How long are you streaming for before you start Q&A? I mean, I usually do the live stream for, I don't know, an hour and a half. So, I don't know, it could be half an hour or so before I do, a strict Q&A. But like I said, it's not a planned, structured thing. I just do this sort of off the cuff. So if I feel like I want to move into, doing a bit of Q&A, then so we shall. V12, what an engine. Yes, I agree. What a beast. I think it's great you're doing all the sort of content I like to see. Love both mechanical and electrical. Not so interested in the cosmetics. Oh, that's interesting you say that, because a lot of people have the other sort of point of view. Like when I got the car, people was like, oh yeah, first thing you need to do is, fix the scratch on the door, and then you need to buy new wheels and all this and that. And yeah, I completely agree. I think you should get a car running absolutely perfect first before you're worried about all the cosmetic things. So yeah, that's good to hear that. Savage Garage, James says, are all your cars on the road? Well, 2 are on the drive at the moment. No, I know what you meant. Yeah, they are all on the road. They're all taxed, all insured. And yeah, I really enjoy paying the tax and insurance for 3 cars. I can assure you that. Are all your cars on the road, by the way? Because you have, I know your Fiesta, the rusty Fiesta, is not on the road, but are all your other cars on the road? And what do you do in terms of tax and insurance? Do you fancy doing an E36 M3 pre-facelift? No. To be honest, not really. E36s are like just rust buckets, and I just hate rust. I can't repair rust, so yeah, it's just a nightmare. Why are 36 watching with only 16 likes? Ian raises a very good point. Guys, there is 42 people watching now. If you haven't already, hit the like button. What are you waiting for? Beneath the live stream, there is a option to click the like or dislike button. So go ahead and click the like button. Give it a thumbs up. It will be greatly appreciated. Helps get this video pushed out to a broader audience, and hopefully means that more people will find the channel. Where are we? Definitely facelift your E65 if you can find cheap parts, says Core. Yeah, it's definitely the plan. I've priced it up to do everything. I mean, even like to do the exterior stuff like bumpers, wings, tailgates, bonnets, headlights and taillights. That's like you're talking a couple of grand. And then there's all the things to do inside as well, like the iDrive. I really want to completely overhaul the iDrive. So I think you need a new navigation unit, the head unit, which is the, where you put the CDs in, or what it's called now. It's not mask. It's, I can't even think of what it's called, but it's it's the CD unit in the center console, and then you need to change the screen and I believe the scroll wheel, and I think that's it. Yeah, the ask unit, that's the one. Yeah, William. Cheers, William. Oh, we have another super chat, and it is from Matt SB. Matt, much appreciated, mate. Yeah, hope to see you soon. By the way, when are we doing the next? Stream? I think I've just missed off a whole load of a load of comments. Yeah, Core said about doing the facelift. Yeah, it's not cheap, but I am going to try and sort something. He's got the facelift. I think it's a car I know as well, so that makes it better. If he didn't have one, I probably wouldn't pay it any attention. Haha, like all 5 series. Yeah, that's it's much better when you're watching someone who actually has the same car because you can sort of see where they're coming from. I'll apologise if I disappear. Watching the SN11 launch on the TV as well. What is the SN11? Is that a rocket? Yeah, you don't have to apologise. I'd rather be watching a rocket launch than sitting looking at my face. How did I go from loving you to hooking my velo instead? I have no idea what that means. Sorry. Very cool DIY on hood alignment. Thanks, mate. Philip, you are welcome. Gary, I know what you mean. I have 4 all tax, MOT, and insured plus company car. My neighbours love me. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Course Randy, like button, done. Legend. Best place for BMW spares. I was a big fan of Autodoc until Brexit. Gadget Mart, why were you a big fan until Brexit? I'm guessing it is because of the import taxes, which you don't have to pay, I don't believe. I mean, I think I've ordered like twice since Brexit, and I don't think I've had to pay import. Well, I know I haven't had to pay import fees, so yeah. As recommended, George, invested in ISTA to help find out why the parking assistant has failed. I think it's the right sensor where the side indicator is on the F10 530D, but still not sure. Yeah, ISTA if one of your parking sensors has failed, ISTA should tell you which one. It should say like right center or right or whatever. CDs is the ASK unit. Yeah, that's right. Georgios or Georgios. Good evening from Greece. Good evening to you too, Georgios. Clow P, thanks a lot for your videos. With your help, I was able to remove and clean my E60 LCI's injectors. Admission, change the glow plugs, oil, a diesel filter, belt. Greetings from Romania. Stay safe. You too, Clow, and I'm glad that I've been able to help you, and you've managed to get some jobs done on your car. Love the Sex Pistols poster. It says J is Quo. SpaceX, Elon Musk's rockets that explode. Yeah, I thought it was a rocket. Posted, yes. Postage, yes. You're a good guy, Jordan. Sincerely, when I get my job at the end of April, I want to donate. VP5, don't sweat it, man. I understand that, the past year or so has not been kind to a lot of people. A lot of people have been losing their jobs. A lot of people have been struggling. People have been furloughed and all the rest of it. So, yeah, if you can't donate, honestly, don't sweat it. I appreciate all you guys that are watching. But that just goes to that, I will say as well, if you guys do want to show any support, you can do it one of many ways. I get a lot of people ask me how they can support. You can either do it on the live stream right here, like a couple of guys have done already. There should be like a little $ below the live chat. If you click that, you can just, set an amount to send, and that gets donated to the channel after Google take their cut, of course. But yeah, if you want to send £1, £2, £5, £10, £358,000, that's entirely up to you. I appreciate everything and anything. Everything just gets reinvested back into the channel anyway. So, the more money that we generate from the videos, the more content we have coming. So, yeah. I seem to have lost where we were again. I've already read that one. Mixed grill time. We'll catch you later, George. Keep up the great work. Nick, enjoy your mixed grill, and thanks for joining, and you take care. Island for the Irish. Do you need to get a remap when you deflap an E46? Mechanic told me I would need a stage 1 to clear any error codes. No, to be honest, when it's vacuum operated, you won't get any error codes. On the E46, you don't get an error code. Hi, George. Just wanted to ask what you do for a living. Do you have your own commercial garage? And that is from Quokka. Quokka. No, I don't have my own commercial garage, and I am a delivery driver, and I do YouTube. So hopefully that answers your questions. But hopefully I won't be doing delivery driving for much longer. So I might have an update coming for that in the near future. And it looks like we have another super chat or super sticker, and it's from Ian. Ian, thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. He sends £10. Keep up the great content, George. Ian, I will try my very best to do that. Yeah, much appreciated, man. Where are we? And stealing catalysts off cars. Because of Brexit. Yeah, has Brexit determined the price of catalytic converters? Because I know they have gone up in value a lot recently. So is that what you mean? No, but I mean it, mate. You do deserve it, my friend. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I just appreciate you watching and showing your support. We have another super chat, and it is from. Sorry, you have told me your name before, how to pronounce it, but I've honestly forgot. I'm going to butcher it if I say it. So, sorry, mate. I don't want to butcher your name, but thank you so much for the super chat. You send, is that Norway Kroners 100, which I have no idea how much that is, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. Where are we? X333 miles per hour says, I really like the video on the EGR clean. Are they better without? Are they better without the EGR? Hold on, let me see. Right, I'm going to do a. Let me do a vote. Would you guys like to do a little bit of Q&A now? Basically where you guys can just ask me questions and I try to answer them as best as possible, or what? Let me know. Leave some comments. Do you want to just do a Q&A now? VP5 says, for the next 4 weeks, I'm on welfare. It's not good. Are you guaranteed a job at the end of that, or is that just how the next 4 weeks looking? Elaine Bennett says, loving you, just found you recently. My E82 coupe been off road for 8 weeks, finally fixed after Valvetronic motor and eccentric shaft sensor now broke. Yeah, that's eccentric shaft sensor. They are not cheap, are they? It's kind of one of them. You can just go ahead and do it when you do the valve cover gasket. But if you don't need doing, then it really is a bit of a waste. 350,000, you could buy a BMW i8 with that. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a BMW i8 with that. No, I would not. And you asked, would you go electric? Danny Nash, I will only go electric in when we really need to. Yeah, electric just doesn't do it for me. I would, I'd much rather pay a premium to drive an internal combustion engine car than go electric. But just boring, aren't they? You know, yeah, they go fast. Yeah, it's instant power, but it's just a bit boring. Oh, okay. So, yes, Q&A. Yeah, great idea. A Q&A. Let's go for it. Okay, it seems like a lot of you guys want to do a Q&A. Right. Okay. I have said it sort of a few times in the past, but I know I get a lot of people messaging me, via emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages, and I honestly just can't reply back to them all. I get at least over 100 every week. Um, so yeah, I just can't, keep up with that, and for the most part, I don't tend to reply. Um, Now, I kind of I don't want those people to miss out, and then you guys to, um, sort of find out your issue. If you guys, do want me to help you with a problem on your car, I would appreciate it if you could send a super chat. It doesn't have to be anything, um, a large amount. It could literally be a pound, 50p, whatever. It just kind of shows me that you actually support the channel and you want to give something back to the channel. It's not so I can make money off it. It's just, like I said, I get a lot of people messaging me, sort of copy and pasting their same message that they probably sent to a bunch of other people. And yeah, I don't want people just, jumping in this live stream, getting their question answered, and sort of like running off. I'm not about that. I don't mind helping people, but I want people to show support to the channel as well. It's a two-way thing at the end of the day. A bunch of you guys have been donating, which is great, and yeah, I've got all the time in the world for you guys. It's not really fair that some people support the channel and then others don't. But yeah, by all means, I don't mind doing a bit of Q&A. Um, uh, no, people out of work. Sorry, I completely forgot what you said last, or what I said. As a BMW mechanic, you deserve it and should progress as a specialist, George. Yeah, to be honest, I really have no plans to become like a mechanic or anything like that. I really think if I was doing it day in, day out, I wouldn't enjoy it. Um, I really don't. I think it would just get too monotonous, and yeah, I'd end up doing the jobs that I hated. Um, your videos are really thorough. I wanted to give a massive thanks for them. Thank you, Quokka. I appreciate that. I tried to make them as tried to provide as much value as possible. When I sort of make my videos, I put myself on the other end. I think, okay, what would I want to be included in this? Would I want to know, what the talk settings are? Would I want to know, how to do this, how to do that? There's a lot of videos that I see, on YouTube, and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I feel like you're not going to get the most value out of it. What I'm trying to say is a lot of people just sort of show things in a time lapse, or they'll show it from afar. They won't explain anything. And in my opinion, that video is just there for entertainment purposes. You're not really going to gain any knowledge from it, or it's not really going to help you when you're doing a job. Um, so, yeah, I try to, provide as much value as possible, to be honest. We have another donation, and it's from X333. miles per hour sends £9.99. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And yeah, I don't. You don't even have to send like donations that big. As much as I appreciate it, I'm not trying to say you need to donate to the channel, because obviously the channel does earn revenue, and the majority of that money goes to buying car parts and all the rest of it. But yeah, I appreciate what you guys are doing. It all does help. I'm trying to find out where I was. Hello to you. Yes, Q&A. Who? Yeah, I'm sure I've already read most of these, haven't I? Scott Christie says, anything coming up on the suspension setup on the M130R upgrade or renovation? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I definitely, as I said in the 130i POV video, I definitely do not want to ruin the ride on it. I don't want to make it lower. It's already low enough. So coilovers would be out of the picture. If I was to do anything, I'd probably either go OEM or like an OEM plus equivalent. So like some Bilsteins or some Sachs shocks and springs. Yeah, probably nothing too crazy, to be honest. But like in terms of the suspension arms and the bushes and everything, I'm going to take the 130i for a wheel alignment soon, because I haven't took it for a wheel alignment yet, and I've had the car for the best part of a year. So we'll see how that's looking, and if they say any of the suspension arms are a bit tired, or they can't adjust something, then I'll address it at that point. But I do really want to do the rear subframe as well, because it's steel. They just rust like crazy. But yeah, X333 miles per hour. You did ask a question. Sorry, I'm not going to forget about what you said. Yeah, you said, I really like the video on the EGR valve clean. Are they better without? Yes, they are better without the EGR. When an engine doesn't have an EGR valve on, it can never fail again. So, that's a benefit in my opinion. It's a little bit worse for the environment, but it's better for your engine and for your wallet at the end of the day. Oh, we have another. Sorry, I completely missed that. Jiri sends a super chat. Jiri, what a legend. Have to leave, mate. Keep doing great content. Can't wait for another video. Stay safe. You too, Jiri, and hope the work on your N52 is coming along nicely. What are your macros right now? I do not track macros at the moment, I'm afraid. Maybe when gyms reopen again. Cookie, Georgie, Austers, Barmy Army. Yes, then, Cookie. How's it going? Do you watch the German guy M539? Yes, I do. I do watch Stretten. I believe his name is. I believe it's Stretten. Yes, I do. I'm a big fan of his. Have you ever thought of doing valve stem seals yourself? I've never really needed to be honest. Sometime in the future, that's one thing I would like to do, is completely like rebuild an engine, like just completely strip it down, then completely rebuild it. Obviously, I would have to, I'd have to warrant doing that. There'd have to be enough demand to do it. It's not cheap to completely rebuild an engine, but yeah, I'll definitely be up for doing that. Do you not want to progress as BMW specialist and or a YouTube content maker or both? VP5, to be honest, I'm just happy doing YouTube at the moment. Like I said, I think if I was to, be a mechanic or whatever, work in a garage or a dealership, I don't think I would enjoy it. I don't enjoy working for other people. So, yeah, being told what to do day in, day out. And I think I'd be stuck with the worst jobs. Got to go having dinner. No worries, Andy. You are a legend. Do you own any crypto? Says Graham. No, Graham, I do not own any crypto. Am I missing out? Do I need to get some Bitcoin? Let me guess, you've got about 10 Bitcoin. We have 30 or so people in here right now. If you have not already done so, please give this video a big thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, and by the way, we actually hit 22,000 subscribers earlier. I'm sure we did. Check. Yeah, 22,003 subscribers. So just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for showing your support. And yeah, can we hit 50,000 subscribers this year? Do we think it's going to happen? I don't know. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to see a big increase in the monthly subscriber gain. But yeah, can we do it? Who reckons we can do it? I keep doing this. I keep skipping comments and then is Valvetronic as the USA thing? Is it a USA thing? No, it's not. It's in engines worldwide. It's in most BMW petrol engines, to be honest. What's the best engine oil for a BMW diesel engine? I've used for years on all my Bimmers, Castrol, Amsoil, and BMW 5 W30. I didn't notice a big difference. 15,000 kilometers max. Yeah, no, I did make a video on this, but yeah, you won't notice really any difference between brands. I don't recommend any brands, any specific brands, to be honest. As long as you have the correct grade and the specification oil, you're pretty much golden. And like you say, 15,000 kilometers. I really wouldn't go that high when it comes to oil change frequencies. I would go every like 10,000 kilometers maximum, every 6,000 miles or so. Yeah, I think 15k is a bit too long. George, if someone gave you £350,000, what cars would you buy in a millisecond? I kind of get a lot of people ask this, like, well, what's your dream cars? And to be honest, like, I don't think my dream cars are really that far away from what I've got now. I mean, yeah, I'd probably trade the 520D for an M5, but it would still be an E60, which are only like between 10 and 20 grand. And I would still keep the 130i because, yeah, I don't think there's many cars out there that provide you with the same amount of fun. I'd probably buy a Ferrari. I would like to own a Ferrari at some point. I think the whole sort of experience would just be, amazing. So yeah, probably buy a Ferrari maybe, and like I said, the E60 M5. But apart from that, I really don't know. It's your fault that I own an E88 120D and an F30 318i. Pardon me. It's LCI. Search for years for seats that go low enough, and after watching the channel, I viewed the E88 and discovered just how low BMW seats go. Yep, you're welcome, by the way. You're the only one I asked for advice beside the one person I know with a diagnostic machine. I'd love to donate, but car's broke and don't want to be a pest. It's going to it's going to the garage on the first. No worries, Danny. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind. You guys asking. It's more so. I have to ask people to support the channel in by way of donation or whatever, just to kind of get rid of the people that just want to waste everyone's time. I have no time for people that just want to come here, ask a question, and then bugger off. Like, it's there's too many people that do that. I get it. I get so many messages and emails and that they just message the same thing all the time because they're hoping that I will be the person that answers their question or helps them fix their car for free because they don't want to take it to a garage. If you take your car to a garage and then say, like, how can I fix my car? But I don't want you to do it. I don't want to pay you. I want to go home and do it myself. You're just taking their time at the end of the day. I'm not saying that my time's any more valuable, but there is only so much time in the day, and yeah, there's a lot of other people that ask questions. So if you are serious and you do actually need my help, then just show some support in return. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a huge donation. I just need to know that you're serious and that you actually do support the channel. I'm sure I've just seen another super chat. Yes, we did, from Scott Christie. He sends £10. Scott, you are a legend. It says, got to go take the dogs out. Keep up the great content, matey, and catch you next month on here. Scott, much appreciated. And yeah, go and let the dogs out, I guess. But yeah, Scott, you're a legend. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. I've done it again, haven't I? I've gone. Where are we? Yusuf says, "Oh, okay, just came back. You started the Q&A. Yes, I have, Yusuf. The only crypto already answered that one. Would you rate the 530 Grand Tour as a tow car? I mean, I'm guessing it'll probably have bags of torque, so it can probably tow stuff. Would I tow stuff with it? Probably not. No. You put a lot of extra wear on a car when you tow stuff with it. Heavy stuff, of course. Gary says, I feel sure you can. The more people see and subscribe, the more people will come. That's exactly true. Have you ever had to use a special BMW tool jig when refitting the Vanos on the E46? I haven't had to fit a Vanos on the E46, to be honest. I've only had one E46, and that was the M47 engine. That was the 320D. So, yeah, I honestly can say I haven't had to come across that. VP5 says, how much do you charge for private jobs per hour and per hour travel time? To be honest, I don't really do that many private jobs. I probably have 5 or 10 people that want me to do jobs at the moment, but I'm literally so busy at the moment. From trying to juggle 3 cars, film videos, edit them, upload them, and then obviously keeping up to date with all the comments and emails and messages and things like that. It is very time consuming, but yeah, I don't really have like a set how much I would charge for it per hour. I just sort of think, okay, how much would a garage charge? How much is my time worth? Is this job going to be worth my time? And I tried to like sort of beat the price of what a garage would charge, because I don't think you can charge, if you're doing stuff mobile on the drive or whatever, I don't think you can charge how much a garage is charging. But yeah, I just sort of, weigh it up when it comes to it. that's our price stuff. But like, yeah, like I said, I don't do a lot of private jobs, to be honest. Gary Cut says, "Hi, bud. Got to go. Takeaways just arrived. Yum yum." No worries, Gary. I'm sure you've earned it in this past week. So you enjoy your takeaway. Seems like everybody's going off for food now, but I guess it is Friday night. So yeah, Gary, enjoy your takeaway. I love the content. Thanks. Quick question. ZF gearbox slipping when hard acceleration as well as hard changing from first to second. I'm doing solenoids. Would I need torque converter as well? Sorry, I need to donate to ask a question. Yeah, T, I would appreciate it if you could donate. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a big donation. Yusuf, you just sent £2. Much appreciated, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to ask a longer question next. Sorry. Did you? Sorry, Yusuf. I've missed your question. What you asked? Yeah, feel free. You can ask as many questions as you like now. Like I said, it's not. I'm not charging like on a question. A set amount per question. The only thing I want to know is that you are serious, that you actually support the channel, and you're not just coming here to have your question answered, then just like run away. I get a lot of people try to waste everyone's time. Now, do you travel medium to long distance for private jobs? Preston, PR7 postcode. I honestly can't say, to be honest, mate. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, I mean, by all means, you can email me or message me. Um, yeah, like Preston from me is it's near Blackpool, isn't it? So it's like 2.5 hours, coming on nearly 3 hours. So yeah, I'd have to think about it. Oh, and can I just ask, like, by the way, this is me just being curious, like, not to say that there's anything wrong with it, and it's I'm not complaining about it, but why do you think it is that people ask me for, like, I'm just asking openly, why do you think people ask me to do jobs, like, as opposed to going to a garage? Do people like trust me more than a garage, or is it because I'm going to be cheaper, or like is it because you've seen the jobs that I've done firsthand, or what? Like, what do you think it is? Um, Danny says SN11 has been cancelled. Guess I'm going nowhere. Why has it been cancelled? It didn't blow up, did it? The N43 120i 08 plate, 85k mileage. The last service was 2019. 2019, that needs service then. And I bought it from a trader 2020. I've done the basic service such as sparks, air filter, oil change, and filter manual. I need to worry. No, why would you need to worry? What are you worried about? No, I mean, is you've done, yeah, spark plugs. They can be done every, like, I don't know, every 4 years or so. Air filter, you can do that every 2 years usually. Oil and filter change, do that every year at least, or every 5,000-6,000 miles. I like to do it. You can do the cabin filter as well if you haven't already done the cabin filter. Yeah, fuel filter. I don't believe they have a fuel filter, do they? Only in the tank. X333 miles per hour. Got to go, George. My kebab is here. Keep up the excellent content on your videos. No worries, man. Enjoy your kebab. And yeah, much appreciated for the super chat. Yeah, thanks, mate. Where are we? Because you run a transparent YouTube video channel from which you film and make content slash brief. Yeah, I guess that's true. You get an honest answer. Yeah, I will just tell you. Honest. Well, because I'm not going to gain or lose anything from, lying to you. So I'll just tell you the truth. A lot of garages, especially when they're struggling for work, they will say that you need more work doing than you really do. Um, I'll just give my opinion, and then you can take from that what you wish. Um, it's the trust from you big time. Also teaches to be more conscious about our engines. Yeah, I get that. Um, oh, yes, I did the cabin filter. Good stuff. The timing chain, that's it. Anything I need to be concerned about given the mileage. Yeah, so the N43 and N46 engines, they are known for timing chain failures. But the main thing is the oil changes. Do an oil change, honestly, every 5 to 6,000 miles. If you're doing it yourself, it's dirt cheap to do. The like I say, you're using the manhole oil. It's 20 liters is like £40. I've got like a link in my videos. Um, yeah, honestly, it'll your engine will thank you for doing the regular oil changes. The worst thing you can do is skip on the oil changes. We see you do the jobs properly and successfully, so I think people trust you more than they would a lot of garages. Oh, I appreciate that. Um, I always say if a job needs doing, then it's no, what's the saying? If a job needs, I don't know. You know the saying. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the saying. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing right. That's the saying. Um, I'm no mechanic, never fixed a car before in my life. I don't even have a full driver license. And if you didn't remember me, I'm the guy with the red camo 318D lol. Um, yes. Yeah, you follow me on Instagram, don't you? If I can do it from your videos, then anyone can. Yeah, that's kind of true. No, I mean, the majority of the stuff that I do, anyone can do it. It's not, most of it isn't tricky stuff. Um, uh, Ian says you are thorough, and I guess people trust you, and above all, honest. I appreciate that, Ian. Um, it's not necessarily about being cheaper, but having an enthusiast working on a BMW. Yeah, that makes sense. If people ask you to quote for a job, you should be complimented and happy, not skeptical. But it depends what you want, mate. Um, no, I'm not. I'm not skeptical. Uh, People ask you to quote for a job. Yeah, no, I'm not skeptical about it. It's because it's not my full time thing. I don't earn a full time income, or nor do I need to earn a full time income from working on other cars. The majority of my time, actually 95% of it, is spent doing videos. So I really can't do too much of the other cars and things. I do some families cars and things, but yeah, if I started to put more time into that, less time would then go into YouTube, which is not what I want to do. Zar, oh, you sent 35. No, sorry, your name is T, and you sent 35. Zar, I have no idea how much it is, but thank you very much, so much appreciated. You asked. My question is ZF box E60. When cold, gear changes are hard from first to second. Also slips first to second under load. Would solenoids fix it, or I need torque converter as well? That's honestly pretty difficult to say. Um, Best thing that you can do is get yourself ISTA. I've made a couple of videos on ISTA, and I'm pretty sure in every video title, in every video that's on my channel that includes ISTA in the title, I'm pretty sure I've linked the kit to get it. It's around £50. but it's honestly the best investment you can do when it comes to working on a BMW. You will, you'll pay yourself back time and time again after that, because just to go to BMW or a specialist once, they'll charge you 50 or £100 to do a diagnostics check with ISTA. So honestly, buy the kit, learn how to use it, and you'll be forever thankful. Um, yeah, you really need to scan it with ISTA to see what it's saying. That could indicate that you have faulty solenoids, in which case it will tell you which ones. So I'm sorry I can't be a bit more helpful there, but I don't want to say, yeah, you need to change your torque converter when you don't. But yeah, best thing you can do is get it scanned with ISTA. Um, if it turns out that it is your solenoids, that's not the end of the world, because you know if you've never had it serviced, or it's lacking a service, then you could do the filter pan, the fluids, the mechatronic seals, the plug connector, the bridge seal, and the solenoids at the same time. I'm pretty sure Gearbox Oils Limited do a full kit for all of that. So yeah, it might not be the worst thing in the world. Obviously, if you need to do the torque converter, you have to take the transmission off. So um, that's a bit bigger of a job, to be honest. Uh, Also new to cars, so it's a brilliant experience to do the easy jobs much as we can. That's exactly right. That's how I got started. Literally, just doing the easy jobs, oil changes, air filter changes, spark plugs, and then just sort of, moved on up. That's exactly, what you need to do. I've made a few videos myself on my channel, but I'm going to concentrate more on the easy stuff, like modding things like wrapping trim panels, changing out lights, etc., etc. That's exactly right. Yeah, do what you're comfortable with, and slowly over time, just get better and better. I'm glad that you're comfortable doing things like wrapping, though, because I honestly can't stand. There's a few things that I honestly can't stand, like wrapping, painting, sewing, all those kinds of things. I honestly can't stand. Yeah, I think you need to have a lot of patience, very steady hand, and yeah, more patience. Uh, Andy says, "Has the stream finished?" No, it hasn't finished yet. Um, where are we? Yeah, you said steering wheel leather stitching. Yeah, I honestly couldn't stand doing that. It's about trust, George. People who need work doing need trust. I thought you wanted a living from working on cars and filming the work slash process. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, I do YouTube. I do have the channel, but I already have like three cars that already provide more than enough content. Um, and yeah, it's difficult to try and keep on top of all those three. If I was to then do more cars as well, it would everything would get a bit overrun. So I do have to be a bit sort of selective when it comes to doing other jobs as well. Um, your opinion on Carly? I've used it for a mod on my 120i, and so far I've got no issues. I honestly can't. I honestly can't answer that. I've never used it, to be honest. I'm not going to say yeah, it's really good. Buy it, because I've never used it. Um, One thing I will say is I can almost guarantee there's some things that you can't do on there, which you can on ISTA and NCS Expert and the like. So yeah, I'm going to guess that you're going to be pretty limited with it. I'm sure there's been a few horror stories with it that people have ended up bricking the modules and things like that. But yeah, I don't know how sort of regularly occurring that is. But yeah, I really can't answer that much. Pat says, next, George, you'll be speaking with an American accent, big hype, holding your head in your hands. Did you see the thumbnail? Is that what you, is that what you're, you know, is that what you're commenting on? I wrap mine myself. Yeah, I've done wrap. Don't get me wrong, I've done wrapping before. Like I wrapped my steering wheel trim in my old E60, but it's just frustrating. It's just takes too much time, and yeah, I'd rather be doing like mechanical work than wrapping and things like that. Island for the Irish says, "What's your dream car?" My dream car is a BMW E60 M5. A lot of wrapping and stitching is definitely time consuming, but damn, it's worth it. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Um, you will have to get a helper. Yes, exactly. I definitely need a helper. Um, if you don't mind, given my car's mileage is 85k, the time and chain, how will I know it's going off or needs fixing, etc.? How can I prevent or stay on top of it? Yusuf, it depends on how it fails. If it is the tensioner that is going, then you generally hear a rattle. If the time and chain guides have completely failed, then you'll hear a slapping sound. That's when like the chain's literally hitting the inside of the timing cover. Um, so yeah, there's a few ways that it can fail, but you generally will get not a very nice noise. To be honest, like if you wanted to be sure, you could just get it replaced. It's not doesn't cost as much as it does on like N47. It's because it's at the front of the engine, so you're probably talking £300 or £400. I know it's a lot of money still, but it depends how long you want to keep the car. Because how I see it is, it's how I've mentioned it a few times as well. When you get the timing chain done, you're not just getting the timing chain done. You're more than likely getting the sump gasket done. Oil and filter change. What else? Uh, Potentially injectors reseated, rocker cover gasket done. You're getting all these jobs done at the same time, so it doesn't actually work out too bad when you factor everything in. Cody P says, once travel is allowed, you should honestly do a few weeks driving around Europe on the cheap. Would make for great videos. Cody P, you've been a viewer for a very long time. A bit strange, actually. I watched back on my very first live stream on this channel, which was 2019, and I seen you commented then. So you've been a viewer for a long time. Yeah, thanks for watching all this time, I guess. But yeah, definitely that'd be a very good. That'd be a very good idea. Who else would like to see that? Some traveling, some driving, and if you would, which car would you like to see it in? I think you should. I think you need to try, Carl, and see what's your opinion. Um, Bricking module should be a non-problem since it creates a backup of the current settings if you screw it up. Yeah, like I said, I can't really comment on it too much. I don't really need it though. Like I said, I have ISTA, I have NTS Expert, and all the rest of it. So I don't think I would gain anything from buying ISTA. Hi, thanks for your videos. Angelo, you're very welcome. Oh my god, the timing chain is on the front. N47 and N46 are at the back. Are you sure N46 is at the back? Unless I'm getting confused. I thought N46 and N43 were both at the front. I'm sure N46 and N43 are both at the front. Let's have a look. Yeah, it appears that way. Yeah, I don't think any of the petrol engines have the timing chain at the rear. Yeah, as far as I know, Yusuf, the timing chain's at the front. I don't think any of the petrols have the timing chain at the rear. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Uh, Irish Ireland for the Irish says E60M5. Yes, that is correct. I did the head gasket when I did my timing chain because of how it went, but new seals all round, fluids and chain, tensioner guides, probably done the world of good. Now she won't turn over. Oh god, that's always good fun. When you go that step too far and then you mess up. What do you think about the E46? I've seen a few for sale recently, and my dad has a 330D E46, 140,000 miles, still going strong. E46 are very good cars, very solid, well built, good use of materials, last forever, but they're just built in a period of time where they tend to rust. So, like the one that I done on the channel, that wasn't too bad, to be honest. I was pretty lucky because it rusted in the places that I could replace. So the wings, front wings, the fenders, and the tailgate, and I managed to replace them all for I replaced the wings for two brand new replacements, and then they replaced the tailgate for a rust free one. So yeah, you have to look out for rust, to be honest, on E46s. But yeah, the M47 and M57, they'll, like what your dad's got, that'll go on for 300,000 miles, no problem. As long as you just regular oil changes and swivel flaps and things like that. See how long we've been going for an hour and 7 minutes or so. I don't know how long I will continue doing this for, but we'll stay on. We'll stay on and continue for a little bit longer. Okay, here's a question then. Which car out of the three do you prefer seeing videos on? Is it the 520D, the 130i, or the 760 Li? 520D, 130i, 760 Li. Which car do you prefer seeing videos on? And just be honest as well. I want to know your personal opinion. Ireland for the Irish says 760 Li, and he says, "Do you have a PayPal?" Yes, I do. It is literally just my email address. I will put it in the. I didn't spell my own name. Yeah, that's right. GeorgeOsterbury@gmail.com. There, that's me. That's my email address and the PayPal. Oh, okay. Good little mix then. So, 520D, 520. I have an F20 120D M47. Silly question, but can I change the oil too often? I'm rather paranoid about hearing about the change. No, you can't change the oil too often. The more times you change the oil, the better, really. I mean, I wouldn't change it any more frequent than, like, I don't know, 3,000 miles. But then again, it does depend on the type of driving. Like if you do 1,000 miles of track driving, that's going to put more wear on the engine and more wear on the oil than like 10,000 miles of motorway driving. So it really does depend on the type of driving. Okay. Vasigan Moodley says 760 Li. Danny Nash, the 520. South England Bus Spotting says, "Hello, how are you? What have I missed?" I'm very good, thank you. How are you? And you haven't missed a whole lot. We've just been having a good old chat, a good catch up. Now we're doing. I've asked everyone what they think. What is the car that they prefer to see videos on out of the 520D, 130i, and 760 Ally. Because it has the same engine as my 318D. Yeah, that's like the most common engine that I do, the M47, because it's just in so many different cars all the way around the world. So it relates to a lot of people. Um, Sweet. Cool, Sandy. I would say the 130R because they own a 1 Series and the 760 Ally because of the V12. 760 Ally, what a stunning looking car, even from a 3 Series fan. Yeah, it certainly is. There's no dismissing that V12, is there? Do you know what could be causing steering wheel vibration at motorway speed? Top mounts, control arms, shocks, and bushings were changed, along with pads and discs. I thought it may be a warped rotor. Steering wheel vibration at high speeds is usually your wheel balancing. So if you haven't had your wheels balanced, then that may be something to look at. It's usually the case. If it's not that, then it could be, after the things that you've already mentioned, it could be like the prop shaft. Got a 4-wheel balance done. Okay, have you had a 4-wheel wheel alignment done, like on a Hunter alignment machine? Wazman says the 520D. Good stuff. Could you do a video on changing the timing chains on the 760 Ally, please? Or remove the engine and do a complete strip down, head gasket, chain, water pump, etc. To be honest, those are jobs that I wouldn't do unless they needed to be done, because they are big jobs and they are not cheap. So unless like I needed to do them, I'm sorry to say I don't have any plans to do them. I will be doing quite a few things though. Like I do plan on doing the water pump, the fan clutch, the fan, and things like that. But I don't plan on completely stripping the engine down to do the head gasket, because there's no leaks. There's no leaks on the engine. The engine is completely dry. The only thing that's leaking underneath is the what is it? The anti-roll bar that's leaking power steering fluid. Appreciate the response. Been changing every 4 to 5k. You should be golden then. It was a laser machine on actual stands. And did you just send? I'm sure I just said. Ireland the Irish. Are you? Are you Kangrove? Did you just send a donation on PayPal? Maybe DMF under acceleration. Possibly, but it's pretty unlikely. It was a laser machine in actual stand. Yeah, that to be honest, that doesn't mean that it's a 4-wheel alignment. You ideally need to get it on a Hunter machine. Usually, when you take your car for a wheel alignment or tracking, the only thing they do is the front toe adjustment. Not many places have a 4-wheel alignment machine, a proper one. Here in the UK, there's a place called Quick Fit. Now, I know they get bashed a lot for this and that, but from my experience, they have been very good for wheel alignment. The place I go to, and the guy who does mine does know his stuff. So, yeah, I've had no issues, and I can only say good things about them. Oh, that's a big job for a V12. Yeah, it is. Have you seen Joel's E66 760 Ally with that stupid exhaust? I personally think it sounds stupid. 760 is all about comfort, quiet, and peace. Yeah, I completely agree. I did make a video actually because I was getting a lot of people asking me if I had plans to straight pipe my 760 Ally, and no, absolutely not. You honestly would just ruin the car. You'd make it undrivable at that point. So yeah, each to their own. I guess everyone is free to do what they wish. There's no right or wrong way of doing things. But me personally, I think the car, um, the standard exhaust is more than loud enough for what the car is. It's a luxury car at the end of the day. Um, yeah, yes. Oh, you did send the donation. Thank you. Much appreciated. Uh, my had has audio issues with the. My dad has audio issues with the E65, and he asked me to ask you. I've had to explain you're only going to do videos of issue you have with yours. To be honest, what audio issues do you mean? Because I know I only sort of had the initial drive in mind with audio as such. And the sound, I would have sound for like 3 seconds and it cut off for 3 seconds. Then I'd have sound for 3 seconds and it cut off. And I thought that was down to the faulty navigation unit. The navigation unit was faulty, and that was causing a big drain on the battery. I've removed it. I did actually have it in here before, but it's in the garage now. Um, So yeah, I sort of put it down to that, but I don't know. I'm going to be overhauling like I said, the iDrive unit and everything anyway. So we'll probably get to the bottom of it. I have 320D46. Also have E9320i. Yeah, I know these 320i engines are trouble. Mostly timing guides and valve stem seals. Yep. Mileage is 144,000. I don't think the time chain guides have been changed. Is there any period that this should be done? To be honest, I mean, there's not really a recommended mileage. They tend to go when they go. To be honest, there's cars that will go 100,000 kilometers, and there's cars that will go at like 200,000 kilometers. It is one of them. The best thing you can do is change your oil frequently. I have a 2004 E64 645 CI N64 B50 B44. It misfires and runs lumpy when it's the first start of the day / cold start. What could it be? I've heard so many scary potential issues. Honestly, wouldn't like to say. You really need to get ISTA. Um, that's going to do you the world of good. That's going to point in the right direction. Could be anything. Left side went, right side went. Now no sound but bass. Swap amp, same. Swap navigation module, same still. We have swapped 3 of the 4 units in the rear. Have you noticed any water getting in anywhere? Any water leaks? Very honest and professional response. Read Joel's straight pipe. On the note of exhaust, have you made any changes to the exhaust butterfly in the 130i? No, I'm going to be honest. I was thinking about doing the 135i back box change. It's a very common mod that a lot of 130i owners do. Another thing they do is the Golf T mod, where they essentially leave the butterfly valve open. But it's kind of one of the things that I like about the 130i. Like on idle, it's completely silent. Like you can't even hear it. and until you put your foot down, you can't really hear it. You need to put your foot down for it to open up. So yeah, I think I've actually come to love the standard exhaust system just the same. Really does not need to be any louder than it is. It's already loud when you put your foot down, and yeah, I think it sounds great. I honestly think they perfected it from factory, so no need to change it, to be honest. Um, it's in the optic loop, hasn't helped, although audio has improved, but very, very quiet, but still very, very bassy. I haven't swapped the navigation. DVD players parts are too expensive to keep buying. Yeah, you don't want to, um, keep swapping out units. The best thing you can do, like I said, is get ISTA. You need to scan it with ISTA. That should hopefully point you in the right direction. You can't just guess with BMWs because you'll end up putting thousands of pounds in. ISTA generally points you in the right direction. It's like that's how I knew that the navigation unit was faulty. I was getting like, what was it? Uh, no response or something from the navigation unit, and then I noticed that when I was when I then turned the engine off, I checked in the boot, and that was still buzzing away. The lights are still on it and everything, so that was what was keeping everything awake. Um, no, no water anyway. It's all very dry to the point where we removed the panels to assess. I commented at least I put the seals back properly last time I got the amp out. Yeah, to be honest, it's a tricky one then. But yeah, like I said, best thing you can do is get ISTA. How hard is it to do the drive shaft or reluctor rings? It depends on which model, to be honest. Um, E60 drive shafts are pretty easy, to be honest. It's just a case of removing the nut on the hub. Say it's just a case of removing the nut. They can be pretty tricky, especially if they start, rusting to pieces. But yeah, you just got to remove that nut and then unbolt it from the diff and then pull it out. I think if you're doing it like on a 1 or a 3 series, it's a bit more tricky. I think you may have to unbolt the shock so you can lever the hub out. But again, I don't think it's that difficult. I'm sure we'll do a video on it if we need to at some point. I think I'm actually going to wrap this live stream up. Guys, pretty soon. I'll probably get another 5 minutes or so. If you have any more questions, please fire away. If you do want to support the channel in any way, you want to show your appreciation, there's a little $sign at the bottom of the chat. Just click that, and then feel free to send a super chat. Your choice, of course, but anything does help to go towards future videos, parts, tools, cameras, all those kinds of things. Yeah, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes or so, and then we will be signing off. We've been going about an hour and 25. ML, nice. I've yet to check, but quite sure my 330i butterfly has been disabled since purchase. Can't see Golf T, but I believe one can disconnect actuator in the boot. Not had time to check yet. Yeah, if it's full on like loud all the time, there's a good chance it has been. Cheers, George. It was a 125i. To do the drive shaft. Yeah, but I think it can be a bit more involved on them, but I don't think it's too difficult. I would like to own a 330 Ci or 330i E46 one day, and know before you ask, I wouldn't straight pipe it. I would love to get an E46 M3, but the parts are expensive. Don't worry about the parts. Yeah, to buy them now, they're getting expensive. I don't think the parts between an M3 and a 330i. I don't think there's a whole lot of difference, to be honest. It's more the initial outlay to buy the car. But yeah, 330i's, and 330ci's, they're going up in value a lot. Don't really get much of one below £5,000 at the moment. Um, cheers, man. Thanks for the help. No worries, mate. Appreciate the PayPal donation. Dan says, no worries. Been a pleasure. If I catch, if I manage to catch the next one, don't worry. I haven't got the virus. It's just constantly talking for the past hour and a half. Made my throat a bit dry. Yeah, I need to finish what I was saying. If I manage to catch the next one, I'll donate and I'll screenshot your PayPal. I've got to see how much my car's going to cost to get fixed yet. And as always, thanks for your help. No worries, Danny. Hope it doesn't cost too much for you. And hopefully you get it sorted. What have we got coming up, George? Johnny, on the live stream, we haven't got a whole lot coming up, to be honest. I'm thinking about ending this pretty soon in the next few minutes, unless anyone else wants to add any more info or ask any more questions, or send any more donations or anything. If not, I'll probably be until the next time. Thanks for the live stream, George. Super informative. Looking forward to the next one. No worries, mate. You are very welcome. And thank you very much so for the donation for the super chat. Much appreciated. I like to just own a BMW that works. Yeah, wouldn't we all? Hi, George. You are a good mechanic, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Much appreciated. Hi, George. What's your view on Ford ending the Mondeo? Honestly, I have no thoughts on Ford ending the Mondeo. That's what I have to say about that. Thoughts on the F20 135 F20 135/140i's and the E90s. I think the F20s, I think they're nice looking cars, but I think the 130i, 135i, and the 140i, I think they, it's kind of the way with all modern cars. They get in too many driver aids, and cars are sort of beginning to drive themselves. So, I can't say a whole lot. I haven't driven them, but in my opinion, cars are getting less fun to drive as time goes on. E90s E90, in my opinion, is the best looking 3 Series. That's just my opinion. An M Sport model, of course, that's interior and exterior. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the E90s. And ML sends a donation of £2. Much appreciated, mate. I thank you for that. Maximilian Span says, thanks, George. Have a good evening. You too. Thanks for the live stream. Take care, mate, and see you next month. Yep, see you next month, Andy. Probably be around the same time in April. Between now and then, I'll probably have the best part of 15 to 20 videos to upload, so stay tuned for all of those. I mean your video list. Next up, I think I'm going to do a full service on the 760 Li. So how about that? Ford fix or repair daily. Yeah. I will be starting the rebuild of my 1985 E30 very soon, and I wish George would do it. I'm sure George would love that. He's experienced and does everything so well. Jevin, I appreciate that. I would love to do an E30 sometime soon. They're gonna get so expensive to buy, though, aren't they? Even like a bog standard 316. Totally agree. Lack of fun to drive. Yeah, it's kind of sad, really. And don't forget, new alloys prevent engine failure. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. Would be interesting to compare your 130i and JM's 130i as his has electric steering. Yeah, I agree. You know what? I think in the future I'm going to try and sort something out with that, because that's one thing I did actually watch his video on the 130i, because obviously he has the facelift. So not only would it be interesting for him to try the pre-facelift, it'd be also interesting for me to drive his facelift, because that's honestly one of the reasons that I bought the pre-LCI, was because of the hydraulic steering, because I heard so many bad things about the electric steering and how it ruins it, and you lose a lot of the the road feel. So yeah, I'm glad I did buy the hydraulic power steering, because it definitely seems like it was the better choice. But yeah, I'm going to actually message him and see if we could sort something out sometime to do that. And yeah, I think that's about it. I was going to scroll to the top so I could go through all of the people that have donated, but I literally cannot go to the top. I've had that many comments. It's only going to go halfway up. So I'm just going to say a big thank you to everyone who has chose to send a super chat or a PayPal donation tonight. Much appreciated. I hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. If you haven't already done so, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit the like button. Really does help and is greatly appreciated. And yeah, next video will be up on Sunday at the regular time on at 6:30 p.m. UK time. It's the regular time. And so yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. It's been good talking to you. It's been good to catch up. And until next time, I am just going to go through these last few comments, by the way. But MR says, and thanks to the E90 upvote, I wish they did M Sport on SE springs, as my SE is still a bit firm with 17-inch run flats. You need to ditch the 17-inch run flats. You need regular tyres on it. How did you get on with the clutch delay valve? Has there been much of a difference over time running it? Honestly, Robert, no difference in the long term. It's just a little bit smoother when you're trying to pull away. Danny Nash says, mine's an E90. Take care and stay safe. And that is the same to all of you guys as well. Please take care, stay safe. And I guess I'll see you in Sunday's video at 6:30 p.m. UK time. Thanks, guys, and take care now. Peace.